Hello, this is Edwin Dearborn. Caffeinated content where we talk about great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. Today I want to talk to you about the two ever-changing aspects and factors of online advertising. If you've done any advertising on Facebook, Google, YouTube, Gmail ads, retargeting, doesn't matter what you're doing, you're somehow trying to get your brand known, you're trying to get your funnel built, you're trying to get your list built through online advertising means. And here's the two things that are always going to be changing. And if you're not abreast of these changes or keeping abreast of these changes, staying on top of these ever-changing factors, you're going to struggle with online advertising. And even when you do, it's still tough. I'll admit it. I mean, we run an advertising agency and we know that these are the two factors we have to stay on top of or we get less results for our clients. It takes constant study, and these are the two factors. Factor number one, the technology itself is changing. Even the technology within the platforms is changing. Facebook changes their algorithms. Google offers new opportunities to place ads in different locations and different means. The way of tracking your results, the way of using technology to connect with other technology, API technology, list building technology, landing pages, pixels, all this technology that's involved in generating leads is always changing. So you have to stay on top of the technology changes, but also the technology changes within the individual companies and the platforms that they offer. And the only way to do that is to, constantly study, stay abreast of the news, look for the announcements by Facebook and Google and other companies to find out what new systems they've put in place, what they've removed, how they're changing with the times, so that you know how to leverage technology. But that's only technology. Now here's the other fast-moving target, and that's called the audience. See, audiences are becoming much more savvy these days. They're responding quicker to marketers, and they start to catch on what marketers are trying to do to capture their identities. And so you may have a certain strategy that worked last year that doesn't work today because the audience themselves became smarter. They became more adept to the technology that was being deployed on them. And so while you were zigging, they were zagging because they caught on to what you were doing. They caught on to the trick. Okay, so what's evolved today is not only the need to study not only how audience behavior and how they're engaging with technology, as well as the technology, but what's really coming to play is the fact that you've got to put out there really genuine, high quality content. Because look, why are people going online anyways? Why are they going to a search engine like Google? Why are they going to a social media platform like Facebook or Instagram or YouTube? Basically what they're looking for is an experience that benefits them, that fulfills their curiosity, that entertains them, answers a question, somehow fulfills something, a need or a desire within them. And if your content that you push out on these social channels that can be optimized and found on the internet, then you will draw them closer and closer to your brand through trust, through engagement, and hopefully eventually they engage with your brand ultimately by exchanging some level of finance with your company. But to do that, you've got to put out really good content. You've got to put out specifically video content, how-to content, insights, maybe books, ebooks, e-courses, things that really show people what you do, how you do it, engage with your brand, and really build that trust. And I see more and more of that where even companies that sell simple products are now going a different route in how to market it by providing insightful content, and by building loyalty, by consuming that loyalty content, they begin to associate that content with the product offering. And of course, by engaging with that content, we can retarget them with ads, we can follow them, we can put push notices out, we can ask them for their data, like their phone number, their email, right? And we can begin to build that relationship, which will then eventually buy from you. That's the goal. So these two ecosystems, technology and audiences, are always changing. And if you can stay abreast of these, or bring on team members, whether they're internal team members or you hire an advertising agency like us, who is studying those changes, who is testing what is working, what's not working, this is absolutely vital. But if you're not going to study these two ever-changing factors, and you're just going to throw money into advertising yourself to save money, I guarantee you, you will not save money. What will happen is you're about to jump into a wild, fast-moving, ever-dynamic world, and it has nothing to do about your brand. It just has to do with the fact that technology and audiences are always changing. Their moods are changing. Their capabilities are changing. How they connect with each other is changing. And that takes a constant study of how that is occurring. And it's occurring faster than it ever has in human history. For decades, you could rely on newspaper ads. You could rely on billboards. You could rely on direct mail to some degree. You could rely on outbound phone calls. But all of that is changing. New laws, new consumer habits, new consumer behaviors. Mobile has changed everything, the internet. And all of these are changing at a rapid basis that it requires you to study them. Okay, well, if you found this of value, please share this video. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.